I'll go back to it. I'm tweaking y'all. All right. Hello. We on Kenny page. Let's react to what Kenny has to say about the entire trade going on with D Fox, and I'm guessing he's gonna talk about Zach Levine too. I'm
All right,
guessing.
man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I just got off the flow. It was originally reported, and I immediately fell to my knees. But I am composed myself, and I promise I'm not gonna go too off the rails. Yesterday, we saw the biggest and most unexpected trade in the history of basketball. We're a couple days away from the deadline, and more things are happening. And De'Aaron Fox plays for the Spurs now. De'Aaron Fox plays for the Spurs now. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. You thought yesterday some team got finessed? Damn it, a couple teams got finessed in this trade. The Spurs walk out with De'Aaron Fox and J-Mac. The Kings get Zach LaVine, CD Sadoko, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and the Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter, and their own 2025.
Alright, so initially I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't know this was a 13 trade. So just going over it, I mean Kenny just pretty much went over it, but I'm gonna go over it again. Spurs get D Fox, Jordan McCaughlin, if I pronounce it right. Kings get Zach Levine, 3 first-round picks, because I don't know who City is. I get 3 second-round picks. So they got a haul. Kings got a haul for D Fox. And Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter. Kevin Herter some shit. And they own 2025 picks from the Spurs. So they got their own pick back. From initially just looking at it, I mean, even without the Bulls really don't matter, bro. They got fleeced. Let's just be honest. Bulls get fleeced. Spurs win the straight. Simple.
First. I listen. Uh, let's start off on the positive note. The Spurs absolutely destroy and they win this trade, right? If you haven't been keeping up, De'Aaron Fox didn't literally request a trade, but Rich Paul was talking to the Sacramento Kings and said, hey, it makes sense for y'all to shop us because once De'Aaron's a free agent in 2026, he wants to go play for the Spurs. And the question was from the Spurs perspective, do you want to trade assets? Do you want to trade things?
I ain't know that. I ain't know D Fox wasn't asking out of Sacramento, but he wanted to go to San Antonio. I ain't even know he wanted to leave Sacramento. Like after when free agency came up, I had no clue.
If you know a player wants to play for you in a year and a half anyway. You know, I compared it to like when Carmelo Anthony told the world he wanted to play for the Knicks, and the Knicks traded for him instead of waiting 6 months when they could have just straight signed him. It's a little bit different because instead of it being 6 months, it's a year and a half. But I was a bit skeptical on whether or not they should do it. This is a no-brainer now that I see what they gave up. The reason I was skeptical on whether or not they should do it because in my mind, in order to do a De'Aaron Fox trade, you have to throw at least one of Castle, Vassell, or Sohan in the deal. The Kings walked out with none of those dudes. let me break down to you what the Kings got back in return. The Kings said they wanted a player that can help them stay afloat. Zach LaVine, he won an all-star, but damn it, look at his numbers. He's been an all-star caliber player all season long. He's phenomenal. I'm so sad to see him go. I'll be honest with you. They got Cesar Doko. Who the hell knows what's going to happen to him? They got 3 first-round picks. Kenny, 3 first-round picks is great, ain't it? It's not. It's not. This first-round pick looks so... Charlotte, first-round pick? Charlotte is ass. That pick is top 14 protected this year. Top 14. Charlotte Hornets, like 5th pick this year, right? Maybe first. Who knows? And if it doesn't get conveyed this year, it turns to 2 second-round picks. So that's like one of the first-round picks that you tell your fan base you got, even though everybody and their mama who just did one little Google search can find out that's not a real first-round pick. This Spurs one is an interesting one. 2027. That's right after De'Aaron Fox signs his new extension. But remember, they're gonna have Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. That pick, who knows? Who knows at the end of the day? We don't really know. But if we were taking a guess right now, that pick is not as valuable as you might want to. The 2031 Minnesota pick is interesting. That's the one for sure that I'm like, okay, thumbs up. But I will remind you, if we go to Tankathon right here, if we just go to Tankathon here, the Spurs have the Atlanta Hawks first-round pick this year. The Atlanta
I just want to take a quick look at this. I'm trying to see what OKC is. So 7. If it started, I'm guessing that this started today. You'll have 7. You'll have 17. You'll have 21, and then our 29th pick turns to Clippers pick. Damn, I was really hoping Clippers was so ass this season, so we so we could have had a top pick. But I guess we still get the Philadelphia one. I guess. I don't know. NBA picks be tripping me out, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Hawks are 2-8 in their last 10. They're currently on an
Every
8-game
time,
losing
tripping
streak.
me out.
Jalen Johnson is out for the season. In my mind, if you traded for De'Aaron Fox, you had to give up Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, or Jeremy Sohan, one of those three, and 100% you get some Atlanta Hawks picks. Nah, I didn't get any of those things. How? How is it possible that they got none of those things? Because again,
Facts.
the first pick they got in this trade, 2020, this is not a real pick. That's not a real first rounder. These are real first rounders, but who the hell knows? Anthony Edwards is still in Minnesota at this point, maybe. Wemby is still here. De'Aaron Fox is still there. The Spurs just upgraded so great, and now Wemby has a true co-star alongside him, man. And I
Hmm.
can't imagine how good of a fit this is. Like when I thought about the archetype of point guard I really wanted to see alongside Wemby, De'Aaron Fox kind of fits everything there. The only thing De'Aaron Fox doesn't do enough is be able to hit the three-point shot consistently, but I feel like that is something that we can gloss over a little bit because we have this 7'4" freak of monster that can hit logo threes on command. The San Antonio Spurs don't have players other than like Keldon Johnson that put pressure on the rim. Chris Paul, as good as he can be at the age of 39, he doesn't get any feet into the paint anymore. De'Aaron Fox, Mr. Swiper, Mr. Fastest player in the league by many statistics, he's on the team with Wemby. One thing De'Aaron Fox does amazingly is getting around that corner. Can you imagine you have to pick your poison on whether or not you want to jump out to the 7'4" demigod shooting the three or get to the basket or prevent this fast ass monster from getting to the basket? Pick your poison. It's still poison at the end of the day. This is a great fit. And it's even better because, listen, again, without trading one of those
It is a great fit. It's a great fit for D Fox. But my whole thing is, I mean, which it's obvious, fool. You gonna have to time gonna have to pass. I mean, you're gonna have to see them play together, which I don't think they're gonna play bad together. My whole thing is the supporting cast they got over there is young. If they, which it don't seem like they traded Stephen Vassell. I'm not big on the champagne dude. What's the other guy they got over there? I can't think of his name. It's not. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they got Keldon Johnson, right? I think Keldon Johnson. But when I be watching the Spurs play, fool, it don't be looking like they be playing team ball, dog. That's my biggest problem with them. They all seem like they want to be go getters. They don't know how to play their role, and that's big in a team success. Whether you want to have regular, I'm pretty sure everybody wants championship success. But to get there, you got to have that chemistry, and they don't got it right now. But hopefully, you can call D Fox a vet. Hopefully, D Fox bring some veteran leadership in there. Chris Paul over there, I'm pretty sure he's already bought it a little bit, but it need to be put the force more, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the Spurs, but needless to say, I'm pretty sure they'll bring more wins in.
three young players. At the end of the day, I don't, if I'm making a prediction, I don't think when it matters the most, when the Spurs are really competitive to win a championship, that De'Aaron, Wemby, Sohan, Castle, and Vassell are all on the team together. I feel like it's unrealistic. We're gonna find out, oh, this player
Forgot about
maybe
Stephon
just
Castle.
not the greatest fit. Stephon Castle's lack of shooting with De'Aaron Fox on the court too, it might not be the greatest fit. But the fact that they kept all of these players to figure that out,
Mm-hmm.
give them the reps to play
Time.
together before they make a big decision on who they want to build around, build with is insane to me. This is an
Mm-hmm.
A plus from the San Antonio Spurs. The only thing I can maybe take away from it is like, could there have been a different player available in the summertime? De'Aaron Fox is what he's one of the what the Ringer got him. I don't know if the Ringer is the Ringer top 100. I don't know if the Ringer is the most reputable source when it comes to ranking players, but it's the one I always go to because it's so easy to reference. Right now, they got De'Aaron Fox as the 19th best player in the league right now. Cool. The question is,
I don't know about that. I don't know. It just don't. D Fox him, but 19. D Fox nice. I could be wrong. I'm not finna sit here and count out 18 people or whatever, but 19 seemed kind of low, like low as in towards like the number one spot. That seemed kind of low.
with this same package, and considering you could have thrown Sohan in here or Vassell in here or Castle in here, whatever, could somebody that is in, go back to this list, could somebody in the top 10 be available this offseason? Maybe, right? That's the only thing that I'm like, a small gripe. If they would just waited a little bit longer, maybe there's an opportunity to get somebody better than Aaron Fox. But again, who
Wemby's good. Wemby is good. Let's relax. Let's relax. That man is not six in the league. Let's relax.
knows? They were dealt this hand and they said, we'll take it because it's not going to cost us a ton. So shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Let's talk about it from the Kings' perspective again. Not getting the Atlanta Hawks draft pick is crazy. Not getting one of the younger players on top of this is crazy because they had an opportunity. Not the opportunity to, but it's not like this is some financial constraints that prevent them from bringing in Jeremy Sohan.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm not even finna sit here and listen to Kenny talk about the Bulls because I know he gonna rant about the Bulls. Shout out to Kenny, but I know he finna rant about the Bulls, and I don't want to hear nothing about the Kings. I mean, it's pretty much nothing to say about neither one of them. I mean, they got Zach Levine. Zach Levine, he can hold his own, but he not nobody who finna lead you to no championship. He can get you in the playoffs at a lower seed, not too much of a high seed with leading the team himself. Even though I mean they still got Sabonis, but not happening. On the Bulls side, Bulls are just chopped and fried. Ain't nothing else to this. It's been a while 24. Lately, I ain't even talking about the looking AD thing on stream or nothing like that, but it's been a while 24. And honestly, that whole thing, I ain't finna go deep into no conversation, but the Luca and AD trade definitely just turned the NBA up. I know niggas finna panic trade and shit. It happens in every sport, bro. This shit definitely finna like turn the fucking league up. I'm pretty sure everybody finna try to make a move because first thing you hear is LeBron and Luca. Like regardless, like respect to Kyrie and AD, but you hear LeBron and Luca on the same team. Niggas in especially in the West just finna make moves, bro. Like I've been wanting us to make a move before this even went down. I would love to get Cam Johnson. I think a lengthy defender and a knockdown 3-point shooter would be nice, but it just depends on who you got to give up. We have to give up a player. I'm not doing it. I'm not messing up that team chemistry that bad like that. But you still messed it up, even if you gave up a pick bringing up somebody up like that. But I ain't gonna say mess it up, but it'll change things. You know what I'm saying? But needless to say, appreciate y'all boys tuning in, and we out here. Appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna upload that on YouTube. Stop it. A 12-minute video.